And so we watch JoJo the Squirrel, Late Nights with JoJo the Squirrel on YouTube. And he went into the Grand, which we just passed over there on the left. And the Bel Air distracted me there. And he went in there and they actually gave him a lanyard that says, you know, allowed to video record or whatever. That's a first. I've never seen that. And again, you go into some of the casinos, they scurry you out of there. They will not, if they see you filming, you know, there's some laundering going on here, guys. Get out of here. We can't have that on film. Have that up on YouTube. God. Reminds me of Ozark, the show Ozark, right? They use the casino for that purpose. 57 Bel Air, nice. Very cool. That was a beautiful car. I just didn't know the gold trim. Maybe if it was chrome. The gold trim I would think would like start to tarnish over time, depending upon what it's made out of. Bombshell Brazilian Waxing and Beauty Lounge right here at the base of the Ogden. Oh, here comes another one, Tobin. This red one. Like ZZ Top. Go over here to the Fremont East District. There is that man on a horse there right in front of us. That's the sign that used to be out in front of the Hacienda Hotel and Casino until '96, at which point Mandalay Bay replaced the Hacienda and they relocated this sign here, and I'm glad they did. It's good that they're trying to maintain some semblance of old Vegas here. Hydraulics, yes. Yeah, that's God knows how much they probably spent to do all that, right? Yikes. Mickey Finn's over here on the right next to Hennessy's Tavern. And they have, of course, Heart Attack Grill over here, where if you go in there and you're over 350 pounds, you get to eat for free. However, if you do not finish your meal, they will paddle you, literally, with a wooden paddle. So bear that in mind. They also put you in a hospital gown. Every guest in their restaurant there, you puts on a hospital gown. The wait staff all wears nurse and doctor uniforms, etc. And so this is the gritty Fremont East District. Although I think gritty could probably apply to the whole thing, Fremont, but that's why when I say glitz and glamour, it's hard to include, hard to include the Fremont Street in all of that. They've got some sort of festival or something going on up here because the road's blocked, it looks like. Someone just got married over there. Yes, Armadillo, absolutely. Yes. So I'm going to make a right and get around this. Rock and Gem Show today. Okay. I don't know if you can see all the tents. They all only have the frames in place. It looks like the tents have all been ripped off. The wind's probably got to them. There's the Praying Mantis right there. Container Park right here, which is after 9 p.m. is 21 and over. We'll make a left here on Carson. They have all sorts of construction down here all over the place too. All along the road. Yes, absolutely, Anonymous. Yes. Yeah, Anonymous, if you could email me your comments about Matthew, I'm really interested to learn more about that without saying too much. It's hello at VegasDon. No, correction. Hello VegasDon at Gmail is our email. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to learn the details of that, because I had no idea. They still have it closed there, but I want to find the ambassador, because Tobin mentioned the ambassador, the back of the ambassador specifically this week. So I want to see if I can find that real quick here. This is just a mess. Everything under construction, all over the place. So this is 10th, okay? I have Mother Goose over here in the parking lot. Is that what that is? Yep. Golden Goose, okay. Not Mother Goose, but Golden Goose. So let's go up here to Ferguson's. And then we have 11th Street Records. New, used, buy, sell, trade, really. Right there, record shop, huh? A little bit of nostalgia there. And then, of course, here we are. Ferguson's Motel with the mannequins hanging out, literally. And there's one back there behind the on the Travelers Motel sign right there. You can see him. Again, literally hanging out. And then up there we've got the Big Rig Jig. Pretty cool stuff. Very different. Very, very different. Rooted in community, local art, and creators. Local music, art, and creators. Awesome. Thank you, Anonymous. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm curious. My wife and I were like, what? No way. Lucky Motel over here on the left. And then Las Vegas Motel. Of course, these places are all shuttered and closed now. Star View Motel there. As we cross 13th Street, Los Gables Court here. And definitely in need of renovation at the very least. Siegel Suites Fremont 2 right there. And then a 7-Eleven. Shout out to 7-Eleven, man. 162 7-Elevens. Yeah, they are. Sal, it's pretty cool. Probably because they, A, business, lack of business, and B, because they just let them fall into disrepair, would be my guess. Armadillo, Armadillo. You know, they run a business into the ground, especially when they know it's failing. A lot of people, they don't care anymore, so they're like, they don't do even the most basic maintenance or anything. Safari Motel there on the left. Roadway Inn there on the left. Color TV. All right. Tu trabajo es tu crédito. Your job is your credit is your job. Your work is your credit. Something like that. Okay, so here we go. So the dust is, I guess, back, or maybe never left. There is, of course the building's going to block it, but Frenchman's and Sunrise Mountain Peaks are on top of AutoZone there in the distance, and they're barely discernible. So we come up here to Fremont and Charleston here. The dust storm is coming, definitely. Yes, you mean there's more to come? Yikes. And we'll make this right here. $3.57 a gallon here at this Arco for regular unleaded. And there it is, the Blue Angel Motel sign. Blue Heaven Lounge. Right there in front of us. She's turning side to side there. A little bit of Old Vegas there. Wow, only one 7-Eleven. Wow. They're like on every corner here. It's wild. But they restored her and brought her back to her former glory. And there she is. Very cool stuff. So we're going to turn around, head back up Fremont. Try and keep the sun out of this. And head over here to Eastern, this little triangular intersection they have here.